Every year, we produce 92 million tons of textile waste all over the world. We are starting to pay attention to what happens after consumers discard their clothes, but we know little about what is left behind in the textile and garment production process. At a time of circular economy, there are less and less excuses to waste resources in the production process. There are simply better options out there.
UPMADE system helps factories to circulate waste materials back to the production inside. That's the most important thing. So basically, UPMADE system does two things. One is waste analysis to see what type of waste we have in production, and then environmental calculations to see how big is the impact of the first made product and then upcycled product.
Estonian Academy of Arts, SEI Tallinn and Moi University in Kenya have been working on transferring the UPMADE principles to real life.
The textile industry has been listed as the second most polluting industry after oil and gas. This is a global position. When we look at Kenya, we find a lot of environmental issues. Number one, in dyeing, we find that the dyes are not pre-treated before being released to the water streams. So this is very serious because it seems the toxic chemicals are ending up in the rivers and in the lakes and in other areas.
That is exactly what our project sought to tackle, the environmental impact of textile and garment production in Kenya. We started with Rivatexi textile factory.
So first thing we started with was the waste analysis to understand what type of waste they have, and as they actually make fabric themselves, so then we went through all the process of from raw material like raw cotton coming in till the making the product. And after that analysis, we continued designing products to see how we can bring the waste back to the production. And we worked with 3 different products. So basically a simple jacket, what they have been doing anyway, right? One of them I'm wearing right now. We did first jacket from the good quality 100% cotton. Second jacket from the leftover fabric what was there like longer time already. And then we printed on the leftover material and made third jacket out of it. And then we made a life cycle assessment to compare the environmental impact of each product.
It is important to carry out the life cycle assessment of any given product so that at least you can be able to know the carbon emissions that are associated with producing that product. And also it is a good opportunity to see the renewable materials that can be used, and also the opportunities in the design of this product, so that from the onset you can come up with products that are very durable, and also you make the use of the 4 R's in textiles, so that you produce products that can be reused, that are repairable, that can be repurposed and recycled, so that you contribute to the circularity of the textile.
And also in Rivatexi we had a workshop for 5 designers and 55 seamstresses to explain them how to integrate the UPMADE model into their production system.
The workshop was interesting. We got to learn how to utilize the big grade fabrics and the cutting leftovers and produce items that can be sold in the market.
We also guided the factory's management and production team through the process of achieving UPMADE's certificate and audited the factory. We made sure that the upcycled products are made from waste and leftovers, that they do not contain hazardous chemical substances, that the work conditions are as required, and a lot more. At the end of the project, Rivatexi was awarded the UPMADE certification.
It is going to add one more product range, which we didn't have. So from that now you can see we are going to see an upward trend in our sales. We are going to see an improvement since most of these garments are hand-stitched. They have premium prices. So if the world outside there knows that Rivatexi makes this, I'm sure it is a plus for us.
In 1970s, Kenya had over 54 functional factories like Rivatexi. By the year 2015, most of them had collapsed and bankrupt. As we speak, we have less than 10 that are working. So there is the aspect of profit the Kenyan industries need to move into a point whereby they are able to produce textiles in a competitive manner. They should also produce textile in an environmental manner. And I believe in the next 20 years, with projects like this one, UPMADE, Kenya will learn how to handle waste. That means for every material that we use, Kenya is going to be at the forefront of utilizing all the material that we use. There'll be no waste. There'll be nothing going to the Dandora dam site, so there'll be no problem there. There'll be no clothes to be thrown into Nairobi River. The water that will be coming from the dyeing factory will be pre-treated.
Big changes start from small things. We hope that the effects of transferring UPMADE knowledge is not limited to a single factory in Kenya and the East Africa region. Going forward, Estonian Academy of Arts and SEI Tallinn will continue enhancing the UPMADE system and combat textile issues around the world.